Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I wanted to go over the different sizes of bandeaus and twillies that there are, and this was a video that was partially suggested by my friend Mary at Louis Level Up because she was curious about the size difference between the Twilly doll and the regular Twilly. And I thought it would be a good idea because I don't know that anybody's really done this on YouTube, but I wanted to show the size difference between the Louis Vuitton Bandeau, which is this, the regular Hermès Twilly, which is this, and then the Twilly doll. So, I'm going to start off, I'm going to move these off to the side for a second. This is the Louis Vuitton Bandeau, which if you've seen my unboxing video, this is the Fornacetti version. And I don't know that I'm really even going to be able to get this in the whole view here because this bandeau actually is 47 inches long. And literally, I don't have the camera on me, but it actually comes from like just below my collarbone down to the floor, and I'm 5'4". So it's a pretty long bandeau. And the width of this is 2 inches. This is a great bandeau if you want to use it in your hair. If you want to tie it in a bow, of course, on a larger bag. You could just wear it around your neck as a scarf untied. You can tie it. It's really versatile because it's a large size, but certainly not as large as the Twilly Max would be. So I'm going to just fold this in half again. And I'm going to show you what in half this looks like compared to the regular Twilly. So hopefully you could kind of get an idea. Here's one end, here's the other end. And yeah, I mean, I would really have to pull the camera back quite a bit for you to see the whole thing. And it's kind of not worth doing that because the next item is going to fit in the view. So this is a regular Hermes Twilly, and this is 33.5 inches long and 2 inches wide. So you can see, if I pull this back, this Twilly is a little bit longer than the LV Bandeau in half. I have some items ready here, so you might see those in the corner of the viewfinder. So that's a pretty substantial difference. So if I cut, well, not cut this in half, of course. If I fold this in half, you can see again that in half, there's a pretty good amount of room at the bottom. They're even at the top. And there's at least, I would say at the shortest end, approximately 6 inches, maybe about 4 inches if you cut it off from this end where the points are until the bottom. So I did measure this from the longest points as well. This, I think, is a perfect size for your bag handles. It's a perfect size to put as an ornament on something, maybe tie in your hair. It's a little bit small to use as a headband, but, I mean, you'd be able to wrap it around the bun, for instance, or maybe wrapped around a headband that doesn't need to go under your head, or maybe, you know, if you're a younger person and you're not fully grown, or, you know, putting this in a child's head, it will probably work out well. And I believe that this pattern is the Universal Exposition, and it's by Jan Batik, who is a Polish illustrator. This is a really popular design in the large size scarves and also in the Twillies. And I really love the colors in this. So now let's move on to the Twilly doll. The Twilly doll is 21 inches long at the longest points and 1 inch wide. So if you look at this, forgive me for the camera shaking, but I'm going to give you an example of what this looks like compared to the regular size Twilly. So I'm really afraid to take my tags off because I'm afraid I'm going to put a hole in one of these. So I kind of wait until they get a little bit loose and then take the tags off then. So here you can see, here's one end, here's the other end, and you could see the Twilly doll is much smaller. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold this in half. My God, I'm almost like a magician here. With all this folding, you'd think that something special was going to happen, but trust me, unfortunately, it's not. So you can see right on top of the regular Twilly, you have probably about 4 inches from end to end, or from tail to tail. I like to call these ends the tails. So it's substantially smaller. And again, this is 1 inch, and the regular Twilly is 2 inches, maybe a tiny bit bigger than 2 inches. So you could do some things with this Twilly doll that you wouldn't be able to do with a normal Twilly. And I'm going to show you, because I've been kind of thinking of different things and different ways that you can use this, different things you can put it on. So let me move that on the side. And of course, you can use this as a bracelet. So I have plenty of slack if I wanted to take the Twilly doll, wrap it around twice, and I could probably even get it around a third time. But if you wanted to wrap it twice and tie it in a bow, there's plenty of room to do that. Or even if you couldn't do a full bow, you can do a small knot and just let the tails hang. I have one hand right now, of course, that has the scarf, and another. You might want to have somebody help you with this. But I have another right here that I'm holding this with and manipulating it with, so it's going to be a little difficult for me to tie a knot, but trust me, you can. Another thing that you can do with this, of course, would be to tie this around the ponytail. You could tie it in a bow and attach it to a hairpin. You could tie it to a barrette. That would look really cute. But another couple ways that I thought would be really cute to use this with would be, for instance, the LV mini pochette. So you can tie this to any one of the rings at the end. So I'm going to just put this through here. And I'm going to do a real quick, what do they call this? Bunny ear knot. And show you what it looks like. Because it's a smaller size and it's not as wide, this is going to look proportionate on something the size of the mini pochette. And of course, because it's narrow, it's going to go through that loop much, much easier. So this is what it looks like tied at the end. Really cute. You can also take it, of course, if you wanted to, and, you know, kind of knot it and leave it to the side. Or you can take it. You could do a knot on each side, like so. Trying to get as much of this on camera as I can and not fall out of view. You could tie it as so and make a little handle. So, sort of like that. Oops. So the chain is still here. You could see you can leave the chain as a decoration. And yeah, if you hold it the right way, it's going to be like that. That's a really cute look if you wanted to do something a little bit different. And I do sometimes use this as a purse. If I don't need to drive my car, I can put just some small essentials in here and get away with using this as a purse. And another way that you can use this little Twilly doll is attached to the Louis Vuitton key pouch. Now again, this is a really narrow ribbon. It's only 1 inch wide. So I'm going to put this through the loop where the zipper pull is. It goes through with no problem at all. You're not going to damage anything. You're not going to tear at either the pouch or the scarf here. And you can put it through this way. You could take it, you could twist it, and you could just leave this as a little handle if you wanted. and just kind of use it as a little strap. You could take it like this and tie it to the end of a bag. I don't have a bag that this would match with me handy right now, but just to kind of show as an example. Oh, that's going to unturn like that, but there is a way you could get it to stay. But anyway, you could turn it like that, and you could use it as a little handle, or you could attach it to a bag as a bag charm. And of course, you could take it and you can put it in a bow. And of course, you're going to have a slightly bigger bow. You could even make a double bow. And one other way that I thought to use this, which I thought looked very cute, was again on the mini pochette. You can take the Twilly doll, you can tie it around this lengthwise, or excuse me, widthwise, and just put it in a neat little knot. And voila. Now you have a little dress up for your mini pochette. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. I will be coming probably sometime over the weekend with another video. I hope everyone is staying safe, having a great night. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.